Every night you close your eyes, your body lies still, all your usual five senses stop working, and hours pass, but you cannot account for any. You wake up in the same room, yet during those hours your mind and soul were far from ordinary awareness. Sleep is not simply rest for the body. It is a passage into another state of being, one that touches dimensions you cannot reach when fully awake. Across spiritual teachings, psychology, and even modern metaphysical thought, many explanations have been given for where you go during those hidden hours. Each perspective opens a door into a deeper understanding of what happens to you once your conscious mind surrenders. To answer the question of where you go during sleep, we need to consider what both science and spirituality suggest. For some traditions, the soul leaves the body and travels to places that cannot be seen in the waking state. For others, dreams are windows into the unconscious, where hidden truths reveal themselves. Still, others describe sleep as a visit to higher realms, encounters with ancestors, or glimpses of the afterlife itself. By looking at these ideas one by one, you can begin to see that sleep is far more than a pause in daily life. It is a journey into the most mysterious regions of your existence. 1. Sleep as a passage toward the afterlife. Many spiritual traditions describe sleep as a rehearsal for death. Each night, as your body lies still and your awareness slips away, you enter a state that mirrors the departure of the soul. From this view, the hours you spend asleep are not wasted time, but moments where your soul experiences what it will eventually meet after your final breath. Some describe this as a gentle training, preparing you for the transition when life ends. In this state, your consciousness disconnects from the demands of the body and experiences existence without physical limits. This perspective also explains why certain dreams feel so heavy with meaning. When you meet lost relatives or feel as though you enter sacred places during sleep, it may be more than imagination. These encounters can be seen as early glimpses of what waits beyond death, given to you each night as a reminder of your true nature. Furthermore, this understanding suggests that your fear of death may be softened once you see how familiar it already is. Sleep brings you there daily, showing that the passage beyond life is not foreign. In this way, every night is a return to a place you will eventually enter permanently. 2. The astral plane and the subtle body. Another perspective found in mystical traditions around the world is that during sleep, your soul leaves your physical body in a lighter form, often called the subtle body. This body is not limited by gravity or physical matter, and it travels to a realm described as the astral plane. The astral plane is believed to hold layers of reality that overlap with the physical but operate under different laws. People who have reported out-of-body experiences describe floating above their own sleeping body, moving through spaces, or meeting other beings in this state. Dreams that feel vivid and more real than waking life are often considered traces of these travels. If this is true, then your sleep is not a passive state, but an active journey. While your physical body recovers energy, your consciousness explores dimensions where time and distance behave differently. That is why a dream lasting seconds can feel like hours, and why experiences in sleep sometimes leave you with emotions that linger powerfully through the day. In addition, some traditions teach that with practice, this state can be entered deliberately. Astral projection techniques are said to allow you to remain conscious during this separation, opening awareness to parts of reality hidden in waking life. For most, however, these travels remain unconscious, surfacing only as fragments in dreams. 3. Dreams as the pathway to the unconscious. From the viewpoint of psychology, dreams are a direct entry into your unconscious mind. While you sleep, the barriers that normally filter your thoughts become relaxed, and material hidden beneath daily awareness rises to the surface. Sigmund Freud suggested that these dreams reflect unfulfilled desires or conflicts disguised in symbolic form. Carl Jung, however, expanded the idea, proposing that dreams are more than personal memories. He described them as connections to a collective unconscious, a layer shared by all humanity that carries symbols and archetypes recognizable to every soul. This means that during sleep, you do not only process your personal life, but also connect to patterns much larger than yourself. A dream of a flood or a journey through darkness is not random. It ties you to universal images that speak across cultures, carrying lessons and guidance for your growth. The unconscious revealed in dreams also explains why you sometimes wake with sudden insight. Problems that felt impossible while awake may appear clearer after sleep because your deeper mind has been at work, free from the distractions of daily thought. Therefore, the place you go during sleep can also be described as inward rather than outward, a vast field within yourself that is as mysterious and profound as any other dimension. 4. Encounters with the divine and the ancestors. In many cultures, sleep is seen as a sacred time when you are open to messages from the divine, spirits, or ancestors. While awake, your rational mind blocks subtle impressions, but during sleep that barrier weakens, allowing contact with forces beyond ordinary life. Prophetic dreams appear throughout history in sacred texts and personal stories. People describe receiving guidance, warnings, or blessings while asleep, often shaping decisions they make after waking. These experiences suggest that during sleep your soul enters a space where communication with higher beings is possible. In addition, many traditions hold that deceased relatives can visit you in dreams. The comfort of speaking with someone who has passed away often feels more than symbolic. For those who believe, it is evidence that sleep allows a meeting ground between the living and the dead. Such encounters serve a spiritual function. They remind you that your soul is connected to more than the material plane and that you are never entirely separated from the divine or from those who came before you. Each night of sleep becomes a chance for your soul to receive support and direction beyond what you can access while awake. 5. Sleep as entry into other dimensions. Finally, some modern metaphysical ideas describe sleep as a portal into alternative dimensions. These are not places you reach through physical travel, but through shifts in consciousness, where the rules of time and space differ entirely from waking life. Experiences of lucid dreaming, where you become aware within the dream and can shape it, are often seen as proof that your consciousness is active in a realm of its own. Popular culture has reflected this in stories and films where characters explore other planes while their bodies rest. These ideas may sound fictional, yet many people report experiences of moving through layers of reality in dreams. If these accounts are accurate, then every night you are transported into environments as real as the physical, yet hidden from your normal senses. Your soul interacts with possibilities, learns from symbols, and even witnesses events that feel prophetic once you wake. Furthermore, this idea suggests that the boundary between waking and sleeping is far thinner than assumed. Sleep may be less about shutting down and more about shifting frequency, entering dimensions that coexist with your daily reality but remain unseen while your conscious mind is dominant. As a result, the place you go during sleep may not be a single destination, but many, depending on the state of your mind, your spiritual openness, and the lessons your soul is ready to receive. 6. Sleep as the body's gateway to healing energy. Another perspective sees sleep as the state where your soul reconnects with healing energy that is harder to access while awake. When your conscious mind quiets, the deeper layers of your being are said to open to flows of spiritual and cosmic energy that repair both body and mind. This belief is found in different traditions that speak of life force or spirit breath. While awake, your attention is caught by the external world, and this current of energy is easily blocked. During sleep, however, your awareness shifts inward, allowing the soul to drink from a source that refreshes and strengthens. This explains why you sometimes wake with a clarity that feels larger than physical rest. Even short periods of sleep can leave you feeling renewed, not only in your body but also in your emotions. The soul has reconnected with energy that nourishes beyond food or medicine. Spiritual healers often describe this process as the soul returning nightly to a kind of reservoir where unresolved pain or heaviness is gradually eased. From this perspective, sleep is both practical and sacred. It restores the body while also repairing the spirit. This view suggests that the place you go during sleep is not always distant or foreign. Sometimes it is a return to the very source of life itself, a nightly reminder that you are connected to an endless flow of healing energy that sustains your soul. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.